The next type of non-chord tone we are going to look at is called the incomplete neighbor tone. Like the neighbor tone, the incomplete neighbor tone occurs between two chord tones. The difference here is that it is neighbored to only one of the chord tones. Let's demonstrate this with some examples. In the following example, the chord tones in the first measure are F, A, and C, an F major chord. The chord tones in the second measure are C, E, and G, a C major chord. B is therefore the non-chord tone. It is the upper neighbor tone of the A that comes before it. It is not, however, a neighbor tone to the G which comes after it. Thus it is called an incomplete neighbor tone. This particular type of incomplete neighbor tone is called an escape tone. An escape tone leaves the chord tone by a stepwise motion and returns to a different chord tone by a skipwise motion, a third or larger, going in the opposite direction. As you can see, A to B is stepwise, and B to G is skipwise in the opposite direction. Escape tones are non-accented. They fall on weak beats. Let's look at another type of incomplete neighbor tone, which is in a sense the opposite of the escape tone. In the following example, the chord tones in the first measure are C, E, and G, a C major chord. The chord tones in the second measure are F, A, and C, an F major chord. B is therefore a non-chord tone. It is the upper neighbor tone of the A which comes after it. It is not, however, a neighbor tone to the G which comes before it. Thus it is called an incomplete neighbor tone. This particular type of incomplete neighbor tone is called an appoggiatura. An appoggiatura leaves a chord tone by a skipwise motion, a third or larger, and returns to a different chord tone by a stepwise motion, in the opposite direction. As you can see, G to B is skipwise, moving up. B to A is stepwise, moving down. Appoggiaturas are accented, they fall on strong beats.